everybody. Hey, welcome to this latest episode of Movies Merica. Spoiler warning here on Thursday night. Yes, it's a thirsty Thursday, and it is officially, I checked with the U.S. government, it is officially almost the weekend, all right? So it is your chance to kick back, all right? Lay down, prop your feet up, do whatever it is, drink a beer, sip a scotch, drink Zima if you're feeling fabulous, whatever you want to do here during this latest episode of Movies Merica. Spoiler warning, a Predator Badlands episode of Movies Merica. Spoiler warning, all right? But before we get too far into this and go down that road, first, this.
In a world where the number of movies available is great, but many are so bad, you'll learn a new definition of hate. One man sifts and reviews through the movie sludge. One man will be the movie cop, jury, and judge. He goes by many names, but you know him by Movies Merica.
All right, everybody. All right, let's get down to important Movies Merica spoiler warning business. And because, I run a tight ship around here. Tight. All right, I like it tight. All right, anyway. So we've got an agenda on the line here on Movies Merica spoiler warning here. And one of those things is for me to remind you that you can get in a live chat during this show right here, okay? I know if I was watching this show, I wouldn't want to just hear me sitting here talking about Predator Badlands, and I'm the only one talking, and you can't even talk back, and I'm just up here, I'm just up here talking, who wants that, right? That's boring, all right? You want to be able to give me your 2 cents, or in the case of some people, their 1.5 cents about Predator Badlands, or about any Predator movie, or hell, any movie. Hell, you can live chat me about whatever you want. I mean, I can't control it, so you wild badasses out there can live chat in the live chat and chat whatever you want, okay? And you can do that in Rumble or YouTube, okay? And so it's a very complicated process of in Rumble or YouTube, clicking on a button that says like either live chat or chat or something like that, and then it brings up a window, and then you just do a little typing, okay? That's what the sound of typing is. Okay, right there. I can't do it right, like clickety-clack, clickety-clack. So there we go. So you just type in your live chat message right there. Hey, and it doesn't even have to be words, man. I mean, if you want to put a shit emoji or a thumbs up or whatever in the live chat, you can most certainly do that there. And then it gives you a chance to throw me off of my game. I don't know, as if I had any game on this show. But hey, if you, if I get into talking about Predator Badlands and you're like, you know what, let's try to throw Van off over here, okay? Let's throw him off his game. All right, let's call him like a boob or something or whatever, and try to throw me off my game. You can most certainly do that. All right. So, and real quick here, another reason that you would want to get into the live chat is if you want to throw a little money my way. Okay, if you want to throw a little money my way there, if you're appreciating what I am doing enough there, and if you do throw any money my way, you can definitely do that here, and you are going to get involved with the prize wheel right here. Okay, so if you for every $1 that you donate my way on Rumble or YouTube, you get a bigger piece of this wheel right here. And then we're going to spin the wheel here towards the end of this month, and you can win some fabulous prizes, okay? Like a $30 gift certificate to Buffalo Wild Wings or Pizza Hut or some Movies Merica merch, okay? And so, again, that's for every $1 that you donate to this knucklehead right here, okay? Makes your piece of the puzzle bigger. Another thing that makes it bigger is Viagra. I mean, no, that's something else. Sorry. That's the little blue pills for something else. You can gift subs or gift subscriptions, and what that is you're giving a subscription to Movies America to somebody else because you're such a swell dude or gal, okay? And that's worth $5 right there. So again, that will increase your size of the pile right there as well. And so if you're in the live chat there, you may be wondering, hey, Van, that's great. How the hell do I donate money to you, man? Well, if you're in the live chat on Rumble, down by where you type in your live chat message, there's a button with a $sign on it. Just click on that. It'll ask how much you want to donate, and that's it. Very easy. Now, on the Tube of Views or YouTube, you can go down where you type in your live chat message there and look for the button with a dollar bill on it. Click on that. It'll ask you how much you want to donate, and that's it. Very simple, very easy. All right, so there you go. Just wanted to let you guys know all about that. But I don't want just your money. I mean, I want to hear from you guys about about movies and whatnot. And as I'm going through my takes on Predator Badlands, if you disagree with me, let me have it. All right, let's let's get after it right here. Or if you think I'm the smartest guy in the world and you totally agree with me, hey, you can let me know all about that. But hey, let's move on. All right, let's get into some Predator Badlands, shall we? And I think that, if you watched my spoiler-free review of Predator Badlands a little earlier here this week here on Sunday, you'll know that really my biggest problem that I had with the movie is that it basically whores out the Predator name, right? It just tries to ride the coattails of a beloved franchise there because it obviously just cannot. It just doesn't think that it can stand on its own. Okay, if they just called it something like Space Pals or something like that, like they think that nobody would go out and see that there. I mean, I think I think that the movie would get good word of mouth, and I think that would spread. And then I think the critics obviously love it. And so the people that pay attention to the critics, I personally don't, but to the ones that do, I think they would get out there and check it out in the theaters there, and probably make a decent amount of money. I mean, it made like 40 million and 80 million worldwide there, and it only became like the highest grossing first weekend at the box office Predator movie of all time, even beating out the 1987 original. There. Plus, it had the advantage of the PG-13 rating. Okay, so that made it accessible for a lot more people there. But so so I think that people would have gone to it regardless and whatnot. But I just thought it just felt sleazy and skeezy, and I kind of had to take a shower after I watched the movie, just knowing that they were stealing off of the Predator franchise there, and it's almost like a. To me, it's almost like if somebody took the character of like Jules from Pulp Fiction, the Samuel L. Jackson, character from Pulp Fiction, and turned it into like a PG-13, little rom-com where he basically pals up with Anne Hathaway, and it's like called How Jules Got His Groove Back or something like that, and it's just riding the coattails of Quentin Tarantino's film career or something like that. Hey, that's Jules. Yeah, that's a Jules from Pulp Fiction. Yeah, there you go. He said that one badass motherfucker. Yeah, like it would have been like that, right? It just feels dirty, and sleazy, and skeezy right there, and so it just. And also with the PG-13 rating on that, so that's not really what I have a problem with. I just have a problem with the Elle Fanning character of Thia, right? Where she basically Jar Jar Binks is the movie, where she's like this cutesy little Betty Bubbles, kind of like a character on there. You're like, wee, how you doing? I'm so bright and bubbly and sparkly, and I'm going to help you get around this planet over here. I'm going to tell you these instructions right here. And you need to smile more, Mr. Predator. That kind of thing. And that just drove me nuts there. So, and I mean, in talking about like the history of the Predator franchise, you go from a movie that starts out as an edgy, action-packed first act to suddenly Dory from Finding Nemo shows up in the form of that Elle Fanning Thia character, with her bubbly, annoying, borderline diabetes-inducing, demeanor there, and it just with just the fact that how they've kind of, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for here. They have just softened the whole Predator franchise. They've kind of feminized it a little bit. That I expect any day now to see like this Predator and Friends sing along fun time cartoon on Disney Plus, where you can set your kids down in front of the electronic babysitter and let them sing along with your friendly neighborhood predator. Okay. And so there's no room in the world of Predator where we had Schwarzenegger and his special ops, guys in the first Predator getting hunted down in brutal and bloody fashion, right? And you got Jesse the Body Ventura, like, I ain't got time to bleed, and it's like this tribute to testosterone and all that there. And now it's just a cutesy little Disney movie. So now again, I should also say that if it was a standalone movie, take the word Predator off it, and you can even call it Space Badlands or something like that. Totally cool there. But I just had a problem with that here. But let's hear straight from the director of the movie, because obviously I have a problem with a few aspects of the movie, but let's let him defend himself, shall we?
A part of any movie, be it a part of a franchise or not. I'm the internet also. I was on it. I still am. I have issues with things in movies and don't have issues with other things. And even on Prey, on Killer of Killers, there's people that are hardcore fans that love certain aspects, that defend them. And I see arguments with people who hate certain aspects of it's just a part of any kind of movie. So I'm well aware of the nature of that. And of course, when we're taking such a crazy, bold swing, I get there would be criticism, but there's worse criticism the other direction if you're just retreading, remaking the same kind of thing over and over. Then not only will hardcore fans not like it, but also just any fan of going to see a movie won't like that either. So for me, it's much more important to make something that is bold and original and making sure the movie is super fun. And this movie is packed with action, high APM, high action per minute, but also there's something to take away with you. I wanted to make sure that this had that. I think I loved the idea of the Predator meeting up with not just one, but like a band of other outcasts. I had Guardians of the Galaxy on the brain, and Rocket Raccoon, and like seeing like something that appeared to be one way, because certainly Deck appears to be one way and then actually is something different, and Thia appears like something, and then you discover there's something else behind her and there's more to the story there. And Bud as well, to seem at first cutesy as you're putting it, but actually turns out to be incredibly ferocious and capable. And there being more narrative story there. I came up with Prey in pairing Amber with a dog based on the silhouette of Mad Max and his pup. The strong badass with something beside it is just a really cool silhouette, and I love the idea of Deck with the half a robot strapped to his back and this other thing beside him that was small. That's all I had that was small, something small beside him that was a part of the adventure. Just felt like something that would be exciting.
All right. So, hey, I gave the director a chance to speak up for himself and explain, the method to his madness and all that stuff right here. But, hey, to that end here, hey, got a little, maybe some disagreement right here, but got Rob on here. I like lamp. Loud noises. Hey, thanks, Rob. Appreciate that right there. And ooh, Mr. Big Spender. All right, Mr. Big Shot. Who do you think you are with his? He's bequeathing me $1.67 right there. Exactly what? Hey, buddy, I want my $2, man, $2. And he's going all courtroom on us. I object, Your Honor. I object. I object here. Let's see what he objects to here. And says, well, how else do you give the audience a perspective of a predator and learn about clan dynamics? And so that's my point is who cares? I don't care about clan dynamics and I don't care about the predator family. I like the mystique and the mystery of the predator there. I don't need to know, who's, the predator clan. The predator clan Thursday nights is when Deck is the one who washes the dishes. And then on Friday night, it's Quay who washes the dishes. And then on Saturday, Deck has to stack the wood. And then their dad, he works from 8 to 5, but then he likes to take them bowling. Like, I don't care, all right, about the predator, all that stuff right there. It's like some stuff is left just kind of nice as a mystery and all that stuff. But hey, other than that, Rob, I liked it. There you go. Not at all. That's sense. Oh, yeah. Oh, did I read that wrong? Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. These old eyes aren't what they used to be. I tell you. I bequeath 1.67 cents. There you go. Wow. There you go. Well, hey, don't go out of your way from on my account right there. Please don't do that there. Do not do that. All right. Are we having some video problems here? Yeah, we are having some video problems here on yeah, it looks like we are. Let me do this, see if this fixes it here. I'm gonna stop sharing that. See if that works. And let's do that. Let's kind of get this all jacked up right there. See. Maybe if I turn my head like this, it'll make it faster. We'll get that out of there. All right, we're gonna get that out of there. See if that. I'm trying to get as many things not running as possible. There, absolutely. So here we go, and it's like inflation. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you really gotta polish those pennies nowadays, and now they're not making pennies anymore. So right there, so they're gonna just go up in value, right? Absolutely. Let's see here, and that's it looks like Rumble's a little bit better with the value, and all right, we'll see. We'll see right there. We'll see how. Sometimes, yeah, just the old Al Gore worldwide interweb just doesn't want to work out that great, and the video kind of freezes up and all that stuff. But I think it's a little bit better right now. So there you go. But yeah, that's my cousin Rob there in the live chat on YouTube, and I salute you, good sir. Let's keep those live chats coming on right here, and then we'll get the rubble here, and let's see here, get that out of there. Hey, we got Mr. Scott Awesome over here on the Rumble side as well. And man, I wasn't ignoring you, buddy. I had like something over here on the live chat over on the Rumble side, blocking your live chats, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right, Mr. Scott Awesome, who is indeed awesome. There you go. You got to admire that kind of confidence, right? Somebody calls himself, awesome right there. So I dig that right there. So he says, howdy. He sounds like an indoctrinated teenager. The action parts look kind of cool, but the dialogue and the acting, okay. So, I mean, again, I was pleasantly surprised that it did help that I went into the movie with subterranean expectations. Okay, because I couldn't help. I mean, I'm on social media and I see, a bunch of people. I see like two extreme sides of this movie. Like, there's like my opinion and maybe a few others are the only ones that are kind of in the middle. I see either like straight white hot hate for this movie or orgasmic reach around straight up disgustingly like disgusting love for this movie right there, like just unapologetic, just absolute ecstasy for this movie there. So it's one of those two extremes there, if I can get the words to come out of my mouth. There we go. But hey, yeah, thanks for joining here, Mr. Scott Awesome. Good to see you here, and thanks for adding some awesome to the show right there. Okay, so, and real quick here, I just want to remind you, because it just popped into my head, that, if you are appreciating what I'm doing here, like I was talking about, well, actually, no, I didn't bring this up before. It was something else. All right? Man, I'm getting old. But right now, I'm going to let you know that just like with many shows here on the Tube of Views or Rumble, there is a like button here on the show. And so feel free to go and get in to hit that like button there if you would. So I know my cousin Rob probably just want to hit the like button right now because he's probably like, man, he's smoking crack. All right. His take on this show is jacked up. Okay. But hey, if you're still with me there, Rob, feel free to hit that like button down there. Again, it's down there. And then there's other buttons down there. There's the follow or subscribe button. And if you want to go and click on that, if you haven't already, if you already clicked it, don't click it on again because you'll unfollow or unsubscribe. So don't do that. No. Okay. And then also there's the notification bell that you click there, and that does exactly what it sounds like. It'll notify you when there is a piping hot, sizzling, fresh new episode of Movies America being pulled out of the oven, ready for your watching pleasure. Okay. And then this part is for my viewers that aren't watching live. Okay, you had something else to do. All right, maybe you had to floss your cat, arrange your sock drawer, alphabetize your drugs, whatever. Okay, and you just didn't have time to watch live there, or maybe you're watching, the BLM football league. The NFL football league. We're getting ready to watch it here. You just had something else to do, so you're watching the recording of this right there. Well, first off, hey. Thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. And I also want to let you know that, yes, we can still communicate back and forth with each other. We're not going to be able to do it via the live chat, obviously, but we can do it via the comments section that's down below as well. And so, let me have it with your comments. Comment about whatever you want. Go ahead and go nuts down there in the comments section. So, no, I didn't say put a picture of your nuts on there. I said go nuts. Okay, let's make that painfully clear. That's not. I don't want that. I don't want that. There you go. Not at all. Okay, I've got a very good lawyer. Okay, I'll just put it that way. And I might that picture might pop up while I'm in the middle of a delicious bowl of Cocoa Krispies. I don't want that happening. Okay, don't want that to happen at all. Okay, don't ruin my breakfast with your balls. Okay, don't do it. All right, let's move on a little bit with this episode of Movies America Live. Okay, so we got some more Predator Badlands. I almost said what was it? Frankenstein. I think that was a movie I did last week. Now we're past Frankenstein. We're on the Predator Badlands right there, and Mr. Scott Awesome says Nutscapes incoming. Well, if you're going to send me a picture, make sure it's it's a good oil-based nutscape painting. Class it up. All right, class it up. All right. So there you go. I appreciate that. If you're gonna put a nut picture up there, go big or go home right there. So I love it right there. But hey, let's talk about some more Predator Badlands. And one of the other things that I'm just scratching my head about here is the character of Thia, again played by Elle Fanning. The character of Thia just makes absolutely no sense to me. Okay, it's never really explained what her prime directive or main purpose is. We pick up that she knows many languages like C-3PO, but that's it. And then her twin sister Tessa does have her prime directive spelled out for us in a way. It seems like Tessa was manufactured to be a leader of sorts, right? She's leading other synthetics into battle for whatever the Weyland-Yutani Corporation wants to capture. And Tessa makes, cold decisions as part of her programming to obey and fulfill whatever, Weyland-Yutani wants. In short, she's programmed to obey, and she does. Okay, does that make sense? When you have a corporation and they make a robot, they're not going to make the robot to not obey, right? They don't want it to turn on them, right? However, going back to Thia ultimately disobeys Weyland-Yutani's programming, which begs the question, why would Weyland-Yutani manufacture and program a synthetic to have the capability of turning on them? Riddle me that one, Batman, okay? And Tron Ares spoiler warning, okay? Earmuffs, okay? It reminds me of Ares in Tron Ares, who ultimately betrays the Dillinger Corporation, who manufactured him. So talk about a movie that I reviewed a few weeks back there. So why would a company in these two instances manufacture disloyal subjects? I don't get that. And the answer is they wouldn't. These are just plot holes in these two movies written in to clumsily achieve the desired plot conclusion. That's all it is right there. It's just lazy writing there in this. But not the biggest movie tragedy in the history of cinema, but I just did not get that. So, but Mr. Scott Awesome right there, man. I'll tell you, this is going to be a beautiful painting of his balls right there. We'll have some mountain ranges in the background and some happy Bob Ross trees. There you go. Nice. Well, hopefully, when I look at your picture right there, it won't resemble Bob Ross's afro right there. So there you go. Yeah. There you go. That's hey, one word: Manscaped. There you go. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say there. All right. I run a classy show here. As you can tell there already, as it's obvious. Okay, so there you go. And all right, let's do this here real quick. And because my beer over here is staring at me, and that means that the good Lord is telling me that it is brew review time. All right, there we go. That was kind of an abrupt ending to that right there. Okay, I'm going to have that checked under the hood there. But anyway, the brew that I will review during this brew review time is coming to us from this modest brewing company there. And it is their Blueberry Second Brefix. Okay, there we go. Second Brefix. And I guess that's just some street lingo. And obviously it's a reference to Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, right? And the Hobbits, they're in the Shire. They all have second brefix, right? And third brefix, and they have lunch. There you go. And they like to smoke weed and all that stuff there right here. But this isn't just regular second brefix, all right? This is blueberry second brefix there, or blueberry. And this is an imperial breakfast stout. And so because it's a stout, it's one of the thicker kind of beers right there. Okay, a thicker style of beer. And it's a stout because it's got an alcohol by volume of 10%. Okay, so normally those suckers are upwards of 9-10% alcohol by volume stouts I'm referring to there. And it's brewed with blueberry maple syrup, which I know some beer purists right now are probably going like you're just hacking up right now. You're just blowing chunks hearing about that right there. And it's also brewed with wildflower coffee. It's got brown sugar in it, vanilla bean, and oat milk there. So, all right. So I'm totally aware that, yes, some beer purists are probably out there and they're yakking right now. They're booting somewhere. And I would say I've had stouts like this before where it's kind of thicker with the blueberry and whatnot, and they do get it right, okay? But this one just couldn't pull it off. All right, there. I don't know why, but hey, that's their problem. That sounds like a them problem, not a me problem. But yeah, just with its taste, it's got kind of a jacked up aftertaste. So I'm personally not a fan. But the taste is like a complex blend of like tart blueberry and rich coffee. It's got those, the sweet maple syrup again. People are like, do you drink this or do you pour it on pancakes? My God, they're a van. All right. And then, of course, if everything else wasn't sweet enough for you already, it's also got chocolate malt. Okay. And the nose on this bad boy. Yeah. I mean, you definitely get the blueberry. Through that. Some people say that they can smell coffee in there. Not this cowboy. Not. It's just the blueberry is just so overpowering here. So, but yeah, this is I mean, Yeah, if you want a good introductory, if you're trying to get your kids into a good beer and you want to get them into a beer, and start with a beer that tastes like candy. Oh, wait, whoa. Did I say that out loud? My bad. No. Don't be giving your kids beer. Okay, all right. Don't do that, all right? I do not endorse that. So, but I'll just say, don't let them catch one of these beer cans open right there sometime, because they might take a taste of this and be like, beer. Mommy told me beer tastes like crap, but this tastes like candy. I like it. Let me have more. Okay, so yeah, just don't leave an open can of this stuff around the kids. All right, don't do it there. Otherwise, yeah, you're gonna have your kids walking around with these cans, and then they're gonna be having people calling up CPS on you or something like that. So it does. So avoid that whole calamity right there. Okay, so practice some good judgment. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say right there. Okay, but anyway, enough about that. I'm going to take a tug off this thing, because since that's just tradition, I always do that during brew review time. Not really because I want to, because I'm not a big fan of this. But anyway, here we go. There we go. All right. So, in closing, that has been brew review time. All right, let's do this right here. Let me check that video quality. I want to see. Man, yeah, that is kind of jacked up, isn't it? Okay, so let's do this here. We'll see how it looks on Rumble, because I'm more worried about Rumble than YouTube. Yeah, Rumble, it's looking kind of jacked up there too, isn't it? Yeah, okay, all right. Well, let's see here. Let's do this, because I want you guys to have a quality show to watch. I don't want this thing looking like dog shit. I don't want this looking like amateur hour here, where the video quality looks like crap. So don't want that. So I'm just gonna kill some of these tabs. There we go. See if we get that out of there. All right. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so see if that's any kind of improvement. I'm gonna refresh that. Yep, you're getting some behind the scenes minutia with this show right here. So you're seeing how the sausage is made, whether you want to see it or not. There you go. All right, let's do that. All right, internet. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you to work. That's looking a little bit better right there. All right, I see that. I say every once in a while I'll look over at the video quality, and basically I'm just like this, and then sometimes I'm like just moving around just fine. So I don't know. So who knows? Maybe the Chinese are hacking into us or something like that. Who knows? All right, tell Ming Ming to get off my Wi-Fi. All right, come on, get off my Wi-Fi, Ming Ming. Get out of there. All right, get out. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, onwards and upwards, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Okay, and let's do this. I want to tell you about something that you are going to be excited about. I tell you. All right, let's get in here. Come on. All right, Ming Ming, I am gonna freaking punch you in the face, Ming Ming. There we go. All right. I was getting a little verklempt right there. All right, let's do that here. So what I want to talk to you guys about right now is Movies Merica merch, everybody. Yes, I want you to see the Movies Merica merch, everybody, and check that out. And here we go. There's the Movies Merica merch website there. And the Movies Merica merch website link is actually in the live chat on Rumble. And actually, you know what? I am depriving my cuz that's watching me on YouTube right there, or well, at least he was. Let me put it there in the YouTube live chat as well. So let's do this. And all right, and you're gonna hear the show here just for a second. All right, here we go. Put that on the live chat right there. All right, get that out of there. Okay, nice. All right, so that's in the live chat on Rumble as well. So yeah, again, that is just the link to this very page that you're watching or that you're looking at right now. And yeah, you'll see we got plenty of Movies America merch available right there. We got merch, Movies America hats and drinkware and accessories, and we got shirts and all of that stuff in here. And hey, guys, gals, we got Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and Festivus coming up here pretty soon. And again, nothing says, I love you, Grandma, like a Movies America t-shirt there. Okay, so if you give her that Movies America t-shirt, you might get a bigger piece of the will. I've heard testimonials of Movies America watchers that can attest to that. And that is absolutely not a lie. All right. But yeah, get the Movies America merch store there. And again, I've just tried to make it as easy for you guys by putting that Movies America merch store link in the live chat right there. Or you can forward the link to anybody that you think is into movies there. And also, I mean, I've found that I've worn like my Movies America hat, Movies America t-shirt out, and it's a good conversation starter. I mean, I was going to say, I can't count on two hands how many times I've been asked about, hey, what's that? But that would be a lie. I've been asked precisely 2 times as far as like, hey, what's Movies America? Okay. But the one time that I got asked, I got asked by a pretty luminescent-looking young lady. Okay, yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. It was a very convenient conversation starter there, so I appreciated that. So I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen for you too, but it could. All right, there. But again, yeah, that's the Movies America merch store there, and check that out and get yourself some good stuff right there. All right, there we go. Let's move on. I want to belabor the point on that. All right, excellent. So how about some more Predator Badlands here? And let's talk about that because that's what you guys are here for, right? Predator Badlands and checking that out. And also just want to let you guys know that later on, if you stick around, I will be telling you about some new upcoming Predator movies that you are not going to want to miss, okay? These are new Predator movies that I have suggested to Disney, and I think our talks went very, very well. Okay, I think it went very, very well. I took them grabbing me and throwing me out of the conference room as a good sign. It's a very, very good sign. There, I'm banned from the entire Orlando area now, but that can only mean good things, right? Could only mean good things. So I'll be describing some brand new Predator movies that I'm sure will be coming out in theaters here in the next few years. Hand to God right there. But for right now, let's talk another point about, or another take from me about Predator Badlands. And one of the telltale signs that this is a Disney-fied Predator movie is how Trachtenberg, Dan Trachtenberg, who we just saw a little while ago in an interview right there, is he felt we needed to kill the mystique of the Predators by showing their family life. Okay, so you have the main Predator character, Deck. Okay, he's the guy, he's the Predator that you see on the Predator, posters there, hanging out with Elle Fanning's character. So that's Deck. Okay, and then his older, bigger brother, I believe his name is pronounced Quay. I could be butchering that, but I think it's Quay. But yeah, you have this main Predator character, Deck, and his older brother, Quay, just reminiscing about old times there, after they have like this big epic battle because, their whole race is all about, proving how badass a killer you are and how strong you are and what a great hunter you are, all of that stuff. And so there's, Deck and his older brother are just having an all-out battle royale, right? And they, get back to the old Predator condo, I guess, and they're just in there, and I guess Deck finds like this old little Predator version of a toy, and he's talking to his older brother Quay, like, "Hey, oh, you kept this? Oh man!" And Quay's like, "Oh yes, it reminds me of when you saved my life, and I lost a tooth, but I'm living here, because of you." And they're just reminiscing about old times, and I'm just surprised they didn't crack open a couple of cold filtered Predator lights and toast to the old days, or Quay tell Deck, Now scram, you little brat, before I pound you one. Or maybe even have like Peter Gabriel's Salisbury Hill, play over the whole thing. I mean, can we soon expect a Disney-fied Terrifier where we see Art the Clown as a little kid bonding with his dad on a fishing trip and hear Hollywood shills call it a brave, new, refreshing direction in the Terrifier series? Or even worse, have a Terrifier movie where all Art does is abduct Hispanic people and we get herds of lefty lemming movie critics call the movie relevant to our current times. All right. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with just leaving things alone and let them be, let them be that which made them iconic, right? Okay, like with with Predator. Predator throughout the very first Predator movie and through for Predator 2. He was a mystery, right? For the most part, we knew very little about him, but we just knew enough about him to make him interesting, right? He kills at will, and he kills in ingenious different ways and brutal ways, and he seems like he's indestructible. Okay, and again, just absolutely nothing wrong with leaving it at that. Okay, all right. I don't need to know what size Nikes the guy wears. I don't care. Okay, and now of course Predator Badlands, had to go and have the biggest debut box office weekend of any other Predator movie to pretty much torpedo my whole point I just made right there. So, but in that great box office weekend there for Predator Badlands, it's just gonna guarantee that we are going to get more Predator movies, like I talked about before. Okay, there, and I'm sure those upcoming Predator movies will be the Predator movies that I suggested to Disney right there. But you will see specifically what those Predator movies will be later on. That is for sure. Okay. And Rob, you got a good point right there. Money talks. There you go. It's not just an AC/DC song right there. Money talks right there, and bullshit walks. Absolutely. There you go. And so I mean that's the thing is any movie that's going to make money, the studios are going to glob onto it, and they're going to just squeeze that turnip to get as much blood out of that thing as possible there. So, but again, I know it made more money because it was more accessible. It was PG-13, so you didn't have to bring a parent with you or a guardian with you like you had to do for most Predator movies there. So, but so it got helped by that. That's for sure. And I think the trailers were good. The trailers I think sold it very well. And again, if it was a standalone movie and it wasn't connected to Predator, I'd be like, I want this. I'd be like, this movie making gobs and gobs of money would be fine. Like, hey, I hope it makes 300 million. Yeah, I hope it does very, very well. And part of me is like, I'm just glad that a movie is a hit there because I'm all about people going to the theaters and not watching Netflix and Hulu and sitting on their ass at home and doing their part to kill the movie theater business and that kind of thing. And so, but anyway, that's a whole other conversation for something else. I could dedicate a whole 6-hour show to that subject right there. Okay, but all right, let's double check here, something like that, and let's see how Mr. Scott Awesome's doing on my picture of his balls. Okay, thank God he's not done. All right. Yeah, there you go. And I think right now is a good time to get to my favorite segment of every Movies Merica spoiler warning show. And that, of course, is the movie military moments. And I'm sure my cousin Rob here on YouTube, he'll appreciate this because he's ex-military as well. He was in the Navy, okay? And but he'll appreciate this all the same. And the movie military moments is where I just pay homage. I pay tribute to a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor, okay? Because I'm ex-military. I was in the Air Force, or as my cousin would call it, the Air Farce, or the Chair Force, or all the nicknames that don't affect me or bother me at all. Okay, hey, you didn't see that. You guys didn't see that at all. Those nicknames don't bother me at all. Okay, anyway, enough of that crap. Let's get to honoring an actual man. Okay, because apparently, you saw from my emotion, I'm not an actual man here. But let's get to paying tribute to an actual man here, and that is a tribute, or that is a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor right here. And get out of there, lightning bug. Get out of there. There you go. I got lightning bugs all over my place here now. So if don't be surprised if you see a lightning bug like climb across the camera right there. So it's a lightning bug 3D coming right at you. But about the movie military moments, I'm sure some of you might be out there going, hey, Van, that's really nice of you. That's real swell of you to, pay tribute to a recipient of the Congressional Medal of Honor. But what the hell does that have to do with movies, man? And I shall tell you, okay, I owe you an explanation there on that particular subject, but not until after this. All right, it's explanation time. I know. And so the connection to the military and movies here and me paying tribute is, as you would imagine, if you are awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor, okay, you didn't get it for being the best booger picker on the base or being the best letter sorter at the base post office or anything like that, okay? You got it for doing something like, you're a helicopter pilot in Nam, right? You're flying your Huey, and you've got some troops down there, and they're fighting fighting the VC, and you're getting called in to evac the wounded and drop off supplies. And the LZ, or the landing zone you're supposed to go, is hot, or it's a hot LZ, meaning the enemy is shooting it to shit. All right, and your commanding officer is like, hey, get that Huey back here, man. It's a hot LZ. All right. You don't own that helicopter, the taxpayers do, pal. And you said to your commanding officer, hey, man, I can't do it. Sorry, sir. I got to get in there. I got supplies in the back, and I got to get the wounded out, man. They're going to die, man. They're going to die. So you go down there and you're flying your Huey in the hot LZ, and you're taking small arms fire, you're taking RPGs. You're risking your life, but you're getting the wounded evac. And you're getting the supplies delivered, and you're helping the mission, get out there, and you're helping the mission get accomplished, and you're saving lives, and you keep flying people back, you keep flying the wounded back, and you keep flying back into the hot LZ and providing supplies and saving lives and all that stuff. And if you're there on the ground, if you're like one of those Army grunts, you're watching this, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe he keeps flying in here. This guy's got balls of solid rock, man. This is a moment I'll never forget. And if you saw it up on the big screen in front of you, it would be a monumental movie military moment, okay? And that is the connection, everybody, right there, okay? And that's my story. I'm sticking to it there, and it's like, we got there we go, got shot in the buttocks and then got into shrimp, and yeah, exactly. That story sounds vaguely familiar there. I don't know, but I'm sure it's a completely original thing. And hey, my condolences for your ass. Okay, there you go. But hopefully they gave you like a bunch of ice cream to eat there as well there during your time of buttock trauma. Okay, but yeah, so that's the explanation as far as like what the movie military moment has to do with movies right there. But without further ado, let's not keep the honoree waiting, okay, as we get into this movie military moment. And our proud honoree for this movie military moment is one Private First Class Daniel Dean Bruce, who fought for us in the Vietnam War, and he earned his Congressional Medal of Honor at Fire Support Base Tomahawk, Quang Nam Province, Republic of Vietnam. And I say we learn more about one Private First Class Bruce, shall we? But I believe that Private First Class Bruce does deserve some badass movie military music. Don't you? I think so. So let's get to it. This is the movie Military Moment. And in this movie Military Moment, we pay tribute to one Private First Class Daniel Dean Bruce, who fought for us in Vietnam. And let's find out more about Private First Class Bruce, shall we? For conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity at the risk of his life above and beyond the call of duty while serving as a mortarman with headquarters in Service Company 3rd Battalion against the enemy. Early in the morning, Private First Class Bruce was on watch in his night defensive position at Fire Support Base Tomahawk when he heard movements ahead of him. An enemy explosive charge was thrown towards his position, and he reacted instantly, catching the device and shouting to alert his companions. Realizing the danger to the adjacent position with its 2 occupants, Private First Class Bruce held the device to his body and attempted to carry it from the vicinity of the entrenched Marines. As he moved away, the charge detonated and he absorbed the full force of the explosion. Private First Class Bruce's indomitable courage, inspiring valor, and selfless devotion to duty saved the lives of 3 of his fellow Marines and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and the U.S. Naval Service. He gallantly gave his life for his country. And we salute you, Private First Class Daniel Dean Bruce, for your selfless sacrifice, sir. And that has been the movie Military Moment. All right. So, I mean, ask yourself what you've done for your country. That dude literally got himself blowed up to save some fellow soldiers for this country right there. And it sounds like he did it without hesitation, man. He's there in his position. I'm guessing they threw a grenade at him. I would say a claymore, but those are kind of hard to throw and be accurate. They don't really work like grenades. But either way, there's some traumatic explosion of some kind, and Private First Class Bruce took the full impact of that and gave his life. He gave all. He gave the last measure of devotion there to his country right there. And so I don't think it's too much to ask for some knucklehead like me to just give him a few minutes as tribute to his selfless act right there. And as I always say, if you happen to, be part of the family of Private First Class Bruce, or a family friend or something like that, let his family, let his friends know about this episode that I'm paying tribute to their loved one right there. And hey, they might, get a kick out of it and be touched by seeing a tribute to their loved one right there. Okay, so but anyway, as I do a not so classy beer burp right there. You guys don't have to wait for me. I should add this. You guys don't have to wait for me to do these Congressional Medal of Honor tributes right here. You can actually go to the website of cmohs.org/recipients. Again, that's cmohs.org/recipients. And you'll see all kinds of Congressional Medal of Honor recipients. And you can read all about their what they did, their heroics. And it's pretty heroic. It's pretty touching. It's pretty motivating. I mean, if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling groggy and lazy, and you just I just want to spend this day just sitting here and scratching my nuts all day long. Well, read a couple of these citations, and that'll motivate you to get up off your lazy ass and go do something. So that's very, very good for that. That's for sure. And okay, there we go. Okay, gotcha. I got distracted there for a second. But hey, you know what? I'm glad. Hopefully, everyone live watching this, I'm glad you guys got a chance to see that tribute to Private First Class Bruce. And to anybody watching later on, hope you guys enjoyed that. But that has been the movie Military Moment. Alrighty here, and I saw on my right here, I saw Mr. Scott Awesome. He asked, is Rob still in CommieTube chat? And I think Rob is still over there. Hey, Rob, if you're still in the YouTube live chat, go and give me a thumbs up at least, or something like that, or blink twice and let me know if you're in the live chat there on the YouTube side, because I think what Mr. Scott Awesome is getting at is, he'd love to have you join him over there on the Rumble side instead of the YouTube side there. And so in order to do that, Rob, you just have to click on that Rumble link that I gave you, so the YouTube link right there. And I think it might ask you, like, you have to like put your name and email address in there, and if you do that, it's not gonna like spam you or sell your information to anybody. Believe me, I checked on that first before I joined Rumble there. All it's going to do is it's going to send you one email a week saying, hey, there's a new Movies America show coming up here, and that's it. So, but, and then, it looks like Mr. Scott Awesome wants some company over there in the live chat there. There you go. And hey, we got some company there for Mr. Scott Awesome right there in the form of Channel 2 Action News. All right. Yes, he's assembling his Channel 2 Action News team over there on the Rumble side right there. And we heard what's his face go I Love Lamp over here on the YouTube side there. And so get him over there. What is that, Brick? Yeah, is that Brick? I Love Lamp. Are you just saying that, Brick? Great movie. First one's good. Second one's meh. There we go. All right. And we have proof of life. We have proof of life from Rob over on the YouTube side, or CommuTube, as Mr. Scott Awesome calls. Proof of life right there. All right. Thank God. He's still alive. The kidnappers haven't killed Rob yet. Thank God. All right. He's asking, how much longer is the show? Okay, I need to. Well, that's the beauty of this show there, Rob. You don't have to watch the whole thing. I mean, you could you can check out whenever you want, and then if you want to watch the rest, which is the recording of it, by all means. That's how I always say to everybody. I'm saying, like, hey, I don't expect everyone to watch the whole show. Like, sometimes, but this show goes like for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Particularly if I have a guest on, I'll have like a 3-hour show, and I'm like, I understand, for God's sakes, like people don't have 3 hours to watch one show there. So unless it's on Pornhub, then they have plenty of time. But anyway, but hard to say there, Rob, how long this show is going to go on right there. It's fluid every show right there. But I just appreciate you watching for as long as you have right there. But I appreciate there, and there you go. All right, enough of that there. And hey, we got Mr. Scott Awesome, and he gifted one subscription to somebody here. And looks like Channel 2 Action News was the lucky recipient of that membership right there. So you know what, Mr. Scott Awesome, you get to be on the wheel right here. Yes, a special. Well, I'm going to put you in on the wheel while we're looking at it right here. So there we go. And Mr. Scott Awesome's going. All right. Usually that sounds like ominous, right? You're going on the list. Like, no, this is a good one. You are getting on there, and you are getting on the wheel. There you go, Mr. Scott Awesome. And let's do this here real quick. Let's do this and show up in here. There we go. Get that going on there. And nice. So yes, right there, as you see, Mr. Scott Awesome there in the light blue, you are officially on the wheel there to win fabulous prizes. Yes, and you got the biggest piece right there. You're Mr. Scott Awesome. Maybe you've heard this before in some other context, but you're the biggest one right here. So there you go. There we go. So you're kicking out all the strippers, okay? You kicked out Jasmine. We still have Peaches and Chastity and Electra and Destiny right there. So we need more people to kick out these strippers out of there, all right, and replace them with people of good character. What am I talking about? Strippers have good character. I mean, they entertain the masses. What am I talking about? All right. So let's do this and get out of there. What else do we got going on right here? Oh, yeah. So Rumble rants, super chats. Okay. So yes, I just want to take another chance, another opportunity to, ask anybody who's watching live right now that if you are appreciating what I'm doing, just providing like a live forum here to talk about the latest movies typically the latest movies, and you appreciate that enough. And also you appreciate stuff like the movie Military Moment and the Brew review time and all that stuff. Enough to throw like a buck or two my way. By all means, you most certainly can do that. If you don't want to, I totally understand. That's cool. I just appreciate you. Watching the show right there. Okay. And what do we got here? Picks or it didn't happen. Oh, got picks for you, man. Got big old picks for you right there. Yeah, exactly. Like it in the highest definition there. Okay, so but yeah, so I should let you guys know, because I'm over here talking about like throwing money my way. I should probably help you out by letting you know how you can do that. And so the first way is on Rumble. The way that you can throw a buck or two or however much you want my way is in the live chat window. Just got to click on or down by where you type in your live chat message in the live chat window on Rumble. There's a button with a $sign on it. And when you click on that, it'll pop up another window. It'll just ask you how much you want to donate to me. And that's it. Very easy, lemon squeezy. And hey, yeah, have a good one too there, cuz. Appreciate you joining. And hey, I'm here every Thursday night at the same time and every Sunday afternoon for the spoiler-free show there. So good to see you. And if you got, so I'll live chat with you. I was gonna say on the YouTube, we can put your live chats up on the screen. Rumble, not so much yet. So got to the platform, the software I use has got to pull their head out of their ass and allow us to share live chats from Rumble on the screen there too. But anyway, and then as far as YouTube there, if you want to, throw some money my way, it works very similarly on YouTube as it does on Rumble. So in the live chat window on YouTube, go down by where you type in your live chat message and click on the button with a dollar bill on it. And then a window will pop up. It'll just ask how much you want to donate. And that's it. Very simple, very easy. There you go. All right. And awesome. All right, let's get on with the show. And what should we do here? All right. Oh, you know what? Hey, it's that special time. Remember I told you that time I told you I went to Orlando and I was telling them about all these new Predator movie ideas. And they seemed really receptive to my ideas for about 2 seconds. And then I kept talking. And then they just wanted to kick me right out of there. Okay, but let's go ahead and let's move on to that. Okay, so let's show you these movies here. But actually, let me take a drink off my beer here. So that beer that I'm not really a big fan of, but it's the only beverage I have in front of me. So here you go. Excellent. All right. So here are the movies that will be coming out very, very soon. And these are movies that I just, I was inspired by Disney's apparent desire to kind of take the mystique and the mystery of Predator away. Okay. Because, in all the movies before this one, Predator is just kind of this ominous, dangerous, deadly force, that is totally intriguing. You're like, oh my God, like the less I know about this guy, less I know about this thing, the more captivated I am. But Disney said, you know what, screw that. We're going to take all the mystery away and we're going to humanize Predator. Okay. We are going to give you a Predator for a modern audience. Okay. There you go. And what movie watcher doesn't love to hear those few words, right? A character for a modern audience. All right. And so to that end, let's check out some of these brand new Predator movies that will be coming out here in the next few years. Surely there. Let's check that out. All right. And our first one is Predator Love Balloons. Yes. That's what woman and what gay guy doesn't love a good rom-com here. And it's about time that we let Predator find love. Okay. It's better to have loved and lost than to not have loved at all. And I don't know if Predator is going to lose his love in this Predator rom-com here, but he may not. And, they might run off happily ever after into the Bolivian forest to join forces and hunt down Schwarzenegger and some special ops guys there. Maybe the Predator will sweep her off her feet, hand her some of his weapons, and they'll go and kill at will together. And I can't think of a more beautiful rom-com ending than that right there. So, and I think it's going to be directed by the directors of Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail. I believe Nora Ephron really is going to be eyed for the directorial duties on this Predator Love Blooms here. And then I think they want to get like Sheryl Crow, Taylor Swift, some Sabrina Carpenter to do the uplifting and heartwarming soundtrack to the first of hopefully what will be many Predator rom-coms right here. But make sure that you grab the girls, grab the gal pals and grab your gay non-threatening friend and get on out to Predator Love Blooms when it surely will be in theaters very soon there. So no, I'm sure it'll be any year now. So, and what will be our next new Predator movie here? Well, that's going to of course be a Predator movie that is ripped from today's headlines. Okay. And also, a Predator movie doesn't have to just stop at being entertaining. It can be informational as well and cautionary, and it can help you do the right thing for the greater good. And so director Anthony Fauci is going to be taking this new Predator movie and informing us and educating us on how to mask up the proper way here. There's some COVID still lingering out there. I guarantee it. There's still some COVID just hiding somewhere. There's probably some COVID hiding underneath some kid's bed or in a kid's closet or something. There's COVID floating around, and so you can never be too careful. Okay, so finally we have a Predator movie that's going to teach us to stay 6 feet away from everybody. It's going to tell you to put on at least 3 masks. It's going to tell us to, wipe off your grocery bags, and when you wash your hands for as long as it takes to sing happy birthday. Okay. And make sure whatever you do, don't get into, groups of more than 10 people and don't go to big events or anything like that, unless it's a Black Lives Matter riot, then that's okay. If it's a Black Lives Matter riot, it doesn't matter if there's 7 million people. But whatever you do, that's the only big event that you can go, because somehow COVID doesn't affect Black Lives Matter riots. But if you go to a football game, it's going to be crawling with COVID. So finally, a Predator movie that's responsible and looks out for your fellow neighbor, and it just does what it can for the greater good. And so acclaimed director Anthony Fauci is going to wow us with this Predator Slow the Spread movie right there. I'm going to go grab my mask right now in anticipation right there. So make sure you mask up and go to the theater when Predator Slow the Spread comes out and graces us with its presence at the movie theater right there. Okay, so and next we have Predator Dark Roast. Yes, it's going to be some killer caffeine at this new coffee shop that Predator has decided to open up here in his neighborhood. And it's just, another movie that we want that just humanizes the Predator. It shows us the real Predator. We've all been begging to get to know Predator and find out who the real Predator is and what his picadillos are. What rubs him the right way? What turns him on? And also, what's his favorite coffee flavor? Okay, and you're going to learn all of that intriguing stuff here in Predator Dark Roast. Okay, and it's going to be something else. It's going to be just a caffeinated movie. You're not going to be able to close your eyelids because you're going to be so caffeinated during this entire movie here. Okay, it's cold. It's going to have a cold brew of entertainment and action. Okay. And you're going to see it. He's going to, like, when he's making a caramel macchiato in this movie. Oh, dude. I mean, I wrote into the script on this thing where there's an epic sequence where he's making this cold brew for this purple-haired chick that's 200 pounds too fat. She's basically a land whale, and she's got a nose, a bone through her nose, and just the action and the emotion that's in that scene where he's making that cold filtered or the coffee, right, the cold brew coffee there. I'm just getting so emotional about it right now. I can't talk correctly, but you'll have to see the movie Predator Dark Roast when it comes out, and it's just going to be something else right there. And we see one of his co-stars there. That's Tristan, his fellow barista there. But Predator, he owns this coffee shop here, and it's going to be a story of action, companionship, friendship, and just good old grounds of coffee, and just talking and treating and having the Predator just engage in thoughtful dialogue over just a hot mug of Joe here in Predator Dark Roast right there. So it's going to be a delightful movie, and I just can't wait for you guys to see it with the family. It's fantastic. So just another movie that gives us that humanization of the Predator that we've all been craving so much. And of course, we'll have a Predator flavored coffee kind of merchandise tie-ins into this movie there as well, and it's going to be fantastic. And hopefully this thing gets so big, we'll have Predator coffee shops go up nationwide and knock Starbucks right out of business. Okay, so hopefully you'll see Starbucks signs being taken down and Predator Dark Roast coffee shop signs going up there. Fantastic. But that's just one of the many upcoming Predator movies that I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing here sometime soon right there. So, but it's not coffee, but I'm going to take a drink off my beer because I'm just getting so excited about sharing these upcoming Predator movies with you. But bear with me here. Fantastic. And so I'm sure you guys are waiting with bated breath for this next new Predator movie that would be coming out here sometime soon, surely. And that is going to be How Predator Got His Groove Back. There you go. Oh, man, this is going to be the feel-good movie of the year. How Predator Got His Groove Back. Okay. He's been lost in love for a long time there. He found out his girl Predator was cheating on him. Cheating on him with the creature from the Black Lagoon, and his heart's been broken. Okay, and he's just been a guy who's just been bound and determined not to find love again. Okay, and he's been burying himself in his work and his corporate Predator job, and all his friends are just sick of him because he's just this dour, sour puss, that nobody wants to be around, and he's just cruel, and he's a real pain in the ass to the people that work under him, at his Predator Corporation there. But lo and behold, he's going off and he's shopping for a Christmas tree, and he runs into another Predator right there. And I'm not gonna go into it anymore. I don't want to ruin it there, but this Predator's heart of stone. This Predator's heart of stone gets melted. Okay, and when he finds love. Okay, and when this Predator finds love, he puts down the weapons and he puts on the full armor of love right there. And I'm getting welled up. My eyes are welling up right now just thinking about how Predator got his groove back there. And it's gonna have a great soundtrack from the Black Eyed Peas. It's gonna be a snappy, punchy soundtrack that you're gonna love. Okay, I mean, if you loved Mamma Mia, there you are gonna love How Predator Got His Groove Back, because you're gonna be singing in the theater to all the great tunes from How Predator Got His Groove Back here. It's not gonna be a movie; it's gonna be a Predator party is what it's going to be here. Okay. And, bring the gals with you. Okay. Ladies, make it ladies night at How Predator Got His Groove Back, and just, toast with, hundreds of Cosmos. And while you're laughing and crying during this heartwarming and inspirational movie, How Predator Got His Groove Back. Okay. And it's just something else. I'm just so glad that I get to tell you about this great new Predator movie. And again, another movie that, thank God, we get to know more about Predator here and find out more about what makes Predator tick, and what a lady Predator has to be to melt this Predator's heart and to help him get his groove back. So great. So great. So fantastic there. So I don't know what year that's going to be coming out there, but hey, get ready to dance, get ready to laugh, get ready to cry when How Predator Got His Groove Back comes out here in theaters near you. So I got good feelings about the box office on this bad boy right there. I see the ladies dragging their dudes out to go check this out as well, but we're not done yet. We got more upcoming Predator movies coming out here. And so without further ado, let's check out the next one. And that's Predator Pornhub. Yeah, Predator Pornhub coming out here. And nothing humanizes a Predator like letting you know that this guy is just a gigantic perv, just like you and me. Okay. And he just loves to get on there and check out Pornhub and just check out all the various entertainment there. It just shows that, he's not, he's got his faults, or, he's got his needs, he's got his cravings there. He's not above all of that there. And also he just knows how to have a good time. And, he's just got the, he can relate to you and I there. Not that I ever got on Pornhub, not at all here. But, and then, he basically, he's joined by a crazy, wacky cast of characters here. Basically his little entourage that's going to be with him in this movie, making you laugh and crack up. We've got Paul Rudd signed up, Seth Rogen, we've got Aziz Ansari, and I think we've got who else we got there? Dan Aykroyd plays Predator's dad there, so it's kind of a fat Predator there, but Dan Aykroyd plays Daddy Predator in Predator Pornhub here. So, and it's just kind of a wild and wacky sex comedy with Predator there, and I just don't know what weapon he's going to bust out right there. Okay, so ladies, be careful, okay, because when Predator takes you out of town, if Predator wants to bust out his weapon, it's going to happen, okay, whether you want it to or not there. Okay, so and make sure you remember who you're on a date with here, because you don't want that date to be the last one you ever go on, because we are talking about Predator here. Okay, he's a killing machine. All right, there you go. He's a love fiend, but he's also a killing machine. Okay, and as you see here, he loves his Pornhub there. So and if you've ever wanted to see a Predator, like an incel Predator, here you go. We got incel Predator here on Predator Pornhub, and his buddies are just trying to get him some action here, because they're trying to get him off of Pornhub here and letting him know that, hey, there's real live ladies out there, okay, not just the ladies on Pornhub there. And no, don't get yourself a sex doll Predator. That's cheating. Okay, don't do it. All right, so they're just trying to do their buddy a solid and help him finally basically bust that Predator cherry here in this wacky, wild comedy, the sex comedy we call Predator Pornhub right there. So, and I think we might be getting to our last movie that will be coming up, and that is going to be Predator It's Fabulous. Yes, Predator It's Fabulous coming out here. And boy, talk about a Predator movie where you are going to dance your ass off. Predator Is Fabulous. And of course, it'll be making its worldwide premiere in, of course, San Francisco. Okay, so if you can make your way to San Francisco and you don't mind dodging piles of human feces in the streets right there, all right, get yourself over to San Francisco when the world premiere of Predator, It's Fabulous, just debuts there. We're thinking about maybe the Palladium, maybe having the big movie debut of Predator, It's Fabulous there at the Palladium there in San Francisco. So again, about the piles of crap, worry not. Just go ahead and download the crap app on your phone, and you'll be able to avoid those big steaming piles of poo there that Predator that San Francisco is so famous for right there. But yeah, Predator, It's Fabulous. It's about time that the LGBTFU community got some Predator representation there. And of course, from what I read in my big fake statistics book that I have over there, I learned that at least half of these Predators are gay. All right, half of them are. Okay, so and there's no way that that's a fake statistic. No way whatsoever. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that the Rainbow Jihad, the Rainbow Borg got their own Predator movie. Okay, and there is do you guys remember that Ferris Bueller scene there where he's up on the float? They're in the parade and he's singing Donkey Shane and the Beatles. And if you guys love that parade scene with Ferris Bueller, we'll get ready for the climactic gay pride parade scene in Predator. It's fabulous. Okay, just ready. It's going to cheer you up, but you're going to be laughing through the tears. It's just going to be so special, and it's going to be great. And so there you go. So yeah, grab your favorite bear and find your way to the San Francisco World premiere there, and it's going to be fantastic. And you know what? If you call yourself a ally to the Rainbow Borg, okay, then you have no excuse. You've got to go see Predator. It's fabulous. Okay, got to check it out right there. And also make sure to drag your kid to this movie that you're trying to convince with all your heart that he's gay. Okay, or if you got a young daughter, you're trying through clenched teeth to try to convince her that she's a lesbian. If you want a little hands up with that effort right there, then you could do a whole lot worse than the hot in pink Predator, It's Fabulous movie right there. So, and we're gonna have cameos we've got like Ellen DeGeneres, we've got Tom Cruise, who of course is gay as well there, and who else we got in there? We got of course the Rear Admiral Pete Buttigieg is going to have a very special make you think scene in this here with his fantastic, fabulous husband Chasten there. It's gonna be fantastic here, and and so yeah, you are not gonna be sorry if you go to Predator, It's Fabulous. You're gonna be sorry if you miss it. Okay, you're gonna be sorry if you miss it. Okay, so whether you're a catcher or a pitcher, okay, make sure you get your ass that tight ass that looks so good in those leather chaps to Predator, It's Fabulous right there, coming sometime, some year here. I'm hoping it comes out in June, of course, for obvious reasons. Okay, that's what I want to see right there. But so yes, it's pink, it's fabulous, it's dazzling. Okay, and the Predator, It's Fabulous. Get ready for that right there. So, and again, another movie that's going to help you get to know Predator, okay, inside and out. Okay, there you go. And so if you and also it's going to help him anyway, I was going to say something else about that, but I don't want to ruin the movie there. But anyway, so that's been a kind of a rundown as far as the humanizing Predator movies that I suggested to Disney, and to kind of just kind of like follow their lead in having these movies where you really just get to know who the predator really is, and what the predators really are, and you get to know how they operate, and what makes them tick. Get to know their little picadillos or idiosyncrasies and all that stuff. That's really what we want to know. There, we don't want badass, exciting action. We don't want that. No, no. That's what we want. We want to, we want to see our predators being humanized here for us there. So go ahead, make sure you go and check out those movies there. All right. Excellent. And Mr. Scott Awesome, he's got a good point as always. If there's fabulous predators, there's got to be Nazi predators and Nazi predators. 999, no Nazi predators here in my screenshots. Munchausen. Okay, no Nazi predators from the motherland. No. And comedy predators too. Coming next year. Predator gets a job as a New York City beat cop. Hilarity ensues. Predator, yeah. Sergeant Predator or Predator on the beats or something like that. So yeah, it's like here we go, yeah. NYPD Predator or something like that. The title possibilities are endless right there. So yeah, Predator cop, Predator police. Oh man, I'll tell you, it's gonna be fun thinking of a good title for that. So I don't know if it has some Nazi predators there. No, 999. All right. So yeah, absolutely good to see. I like you getting in the spirit there, Mr. Scott Awesome. Hear all about the new Predator movies coming out here. Not soon enough, if you ask me right there. I want to see them sooner than that right there. But right now, let me let you guys know about what the next movie is that I will be reviewing for next week right there, okay? And that movie will be the new Glenn Powell movie, The Running Man. Yeah, this is the redo of The Running Man. Okay, this is Edgar Wright, who directed Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and The World's End and Baby Driver and Last Night and So something like that. So that's that Edgar Wright, okay? And then Scott Pilgrim versus the World, all those movies right there. Well, he's making an attempt at The Running Man at Stephen King's The Running Man book there, and so it's supposed to be like quite a bit different than the Arnold Schwarzenegger version there from 1987 there. But this is Edgar Wright's attempt at that, and then this time we've got Glenn Powell playing the Ben Richards part. Okay, unfortunately, no Maria Conchita Alonso because back in the 80s, boy, I was a big Maria Conchita Alonso fan. So I'll just say, hey, watch Extreme Prejudice or Moscow on the Hudson. Okay, if you want some fantastic Maria Conchita Alonso in your life. Okay, there you go. Hey, and on top of that, she was in a Predator movie. She was in Predator 2. Absolutely. Okay. But so I'll be checking out The Running Man here, and then I will be spoiler-free reviewing The Running Man this Sunday. Okay. And join me for that. And God, I hope it's good. God, I'm just getting sick of reviewing movies that I can't just outright and totally say that I like. Okay. Right there. I did have one a couple weeks ago with Frankenstein. Frankenstein was good there, but we just need more Frankensteins, F1s, and weapons, and less of the bad movies. That's for sure. But yeah, so check it out. So Sunday on Movies Merica Live, we'll be talking about The Running Man, and that comes on at 3 p.m. Central on Sunday. So that's 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain Time, and 1 p.m. Pacific Time. There. So now I would tell you what time it comes on in Bangladesh, but I suck at time zones. So that's not going to happen. There you go. All right. There we go. And there we go. And see if anybody, we got Channel 2 Action News. He was in here. And oh, yeah, I missed this one. I Love You About Myself. There you go. And Channel 2 Action News. Oh, hopefully Channel 2 Action News will check out some of those movies. I got a feeling I know which one he'll be going to sue for sure. And I'll just give you a clue. He'll be having to avoid those piles those steaming piles of poo there in San Francisco. Ain't that right, Channel 2 Action News? There you go. All right. So love you, Channel 2 Action News. So here we go. Let's do this here. And yes, right now I should let you guys know or implore you rather and ask you if you would follow me on any platform that I am on. That would be like X or Facebook or Rumble or Gab. Okay. And I'm on all those platforms under Movies Merica. Or in the case of X at Movies Merica. Okay, so but just look up Movies Merica and you'll find me. That those are my accounts right there. Okay, so and and I'm also on Criticless and Letterbox and Letterbox and Criticless. Those are a couple of good sites to go to for some good some other takes on movies and that kind of. Now I should be your first stop for the regular guy, common man review of movies there. But then if you want to kind of supplement that and see what some other people are saying about movies, Letterboxd and Criticless, go check that out there. And I'm on there under Movies Merica as well. And then hey, you know what? I'm not just going to ask you to follow me and not give anything back. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. If you let me know, if you go to my X account at Movies Merica, and then if you DM me or direct message me and let me know that you followed me on this platform and that platform and that platform, then I'm going to follow you back. So so when you go to my at Movies Merica account on X, then kind of towards the top, there's that little icon, the envelope button there. Just click on the envelope button. And then, just direct message me in there. Say, hey, Van, I followed you on these platforms, and then make sure to put like your username on those platforms there, and then I will go and I will follow you back, okay? And do it. I mean, it's a free follow on all your platforms right there, okay? And there you go. I mean, it costs you absolutely nothing there, okay? So I'm all about we're all about here at Movies Merica, all about helping people out. Okay, there you go. Scratch my back. I'm going to scratch your back too. There you go. All right. Let's check this out here. And all right. Oh, yeah. Mr. Scott Awesome says you watched the Back to the Future re-release last week. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Hadn't seen it in 25 years. I forgot. He forgot a lot of stuff right there. Yeah, no, I saw that too. I saw that. I went to Des Moines and checked that out. Well, it tells you what state I live in right there. So I went and saw Back to the Future because wasn't that awesome? I mean, just like your name. It was fantastic, right? It's fantastic to get to see Back to the Future back in the theaters again. And for me, it was like just kind of a bit of nostalgia because the last time I saw Back to the Future in the theaters was back when I was a wee little tyke back in 1985, going to check out Back to the Future there. And I just remember that movie, so one of the things I love about it, of the million things I love about Back to the Future, is just the sound design and the soundtrack. It's just got this epic sound, not just the soundtrack, but just the sound design with the DeLorean and just the flames and all of that stuff, and then of course, obviously, the Alan Silvestri soundtrack to that is great and fantastic, and all that added up to like this wondrous experience for me as a little kid there, just checking out Back to the Future. And of course, I want to watch it again right away, and watch it thousands of times. It seems like since then, but it's great. And also, it was awesome to see like some little kids in the theater checking that out. I don't know if you saw that, Mr. Scott Awesome. Like saw some little kids in the theater watching, and just I saw like some of their eyes light up, when they were laughing and having a good time, and it's just fantastic. Okay, and again, I'm not going to go down some long diatribe or anything like that, but again, you just don't get that at home. You don't get that at home. You don't sitting there, on your couch watching Netflix. You just don't get that communal, cool human experience there. Just watching, your fellow man out there getting a kick out of the same movie you're at and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that there about Back to the Future. Fantastic movie. Classic. And I love how Bob Zemeckis and that Bob Gale they are absolutely refusing to let anybody remake it, and that's as it should be. Okay, they're like, no, as long as we're alive, you're not remaking Back to the Future. Okay, nope. There, don't mess with perfection. Okay, is that so hard to understand? Don't mess with perfection. Okay, there you go. Also, real quick here, if you like this show or anything like that, feel free to just send a link to like my Movies America pages to anyone that you even remotely suspects likes movies or would appreciate like a very quick place to go to see if a movie is worth watching. I know a lot of people have told me that they like my show because they'll be sitting there watching Netflix or Hulu, and all the movies will be coming into their algorithm, coming into their little feed there on Hulu or Netflix or whatever, HBO Max, and they'll be like, "Man, I really want to watch a movie, but is it good?" Hey, honey, fire up Movies America right there. We'll just like watch the end of his episode right there for his final thoughts on the movie there, the Sunday episodes, the Movies America Live episodes. We'll check out what he has to say, and they'll hear whether I approve or disapprove the movie. And they said that I've saved them countless hours and hours of watching terrible movies there. And the one particular couple that I've talked to that the most about this, they've said like I'm like 10 out of 10, okay, or something like that. I've got a perfect record, and the movies that I do recommend, they've liked it. Okay, there you go. Except for Weapons, his wife was a little taken aback with like the gore and all that stuff right there. But that's hey, just shield your eyes. There you go. All right, I love it. All right, so we are at the end of this latest episode of Movies America. Spoiler warning: this Predator Badlands episode there. So I'm going to wrap this up right here. But I can't do that without saying, get out there, people. Those movies aren't going to watch themselves. See ya. Howdy, my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. Would you do me a favor and check me out at solo.to? Howdy, my movie maniacs and my fellow freedom-fueled film fanatics. Would you do me a favor and check me out at solo.to/moviesmerica? That's where you would go for a one-stop shop for all the links that have to do with me, Movies Merica. And then also, if you want to check out the audio-only podcast versions of my Movies Merica live episodes, that's my spoiler-free reviews that I do on Sunday, you can go to moviesmerica.com or Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, places like that. And then, actually, if you would also check me out on the social media sites like X and Instagram and Facebook and Gab. And I'm on those locations all under @MoviesMerica. So it is very easy to find me out there, all right? So get to it, everybody. All right, thanks for watching. Later. Hey guys, don't leave the video quite yet. Okay, I've got the popo. They're coming after me, and I don't have much time to tell you, but you need to like and subscribe this video right here, down below. It's right down there. It's just waiting. It's waiting for you down there, okay? And make sure you watch these videos over here too. You'll be doing me a big favor. I'll be in handcuffs pretty soon. All right, thanks for watching.